All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy. Coming to you live right here, right now in sunny South Florida as things are taking place. And what we got today, we had a special treat today. We had a customer come give me a set of padlocks. There's actually 4 of them here, and all 4 are in fact key-like. This actually can go back on here as such. And what happened was they got them with no keys. Okay, so there was no keys. These were all key-like. There was 4 of them here with no keys. On the paperwork, the back was tore off, so there was no key code to go by. Now, these masters, they got extremely close tolerance pins in there. Some of them have mushroom pins. Those would be serrated pins that you prevent picking or slow it down, I should say. And what you need to do in order to make a key for one of these is you actually have to have the cylinder out in order to make a key. You're not going to be able to impression this. It's so, tolerances are so close, you're not going to be able to get it. But it's not impossible. All right, it's not impossible to do. So what we did here, we took one of the padlocks and we had to go ahead and cut off the retaining screw. The way these are made, they go in there like this. I'll just show you the basics. It actually sits in there, down in there like that. Come on, get in there, God damn it. There it is, like that. All right. There then is a pin that fits down in there, like you see right here. It's a hardened hardened steel pin, and it's threaded, and then it threads into the screw, and that's what keeps the cylinder inside from being drilled, picked, everything. So what you need to do, you could try to pick it. I tried picking this thing for about 5 minutes. I couldn't get it. I used my rake. I used my diamond. I used the tension wrenches to no avail. And so I figured, you know what, I don't have time to fool around here, so we may as well just get right to it. Now, to try to drill this, you can forget it because it's hardened steel. If you're going to go, and you're not going to be able to get a good center, even if you use a center punch. So what you do, you take a Dremel, you cut across the one way, you cut across the other way until you get yourself an X right in the middle of that. There you can go ahead and use cement bits. You can use one of these. I actually use the Bosch cement bits. These are blue granite turbos. They're rotary hammer for cement, and they can also be used for hardened steel. If you have washing machine locks with the Medicos and stuff like that, that's what you're going to use to get that out. So what we went ahead, after we got that done, we put it in a press, we drilled it, it drilled it right out. So we were able to actually drill the head off, as you can see right here. That was the mushroom of the back of the other lock. And then once you got a screwdriver in there, we unscrewed it, and the cylinder then comes out, and then you can go ahead and rekey it. So what we did was we took this cylinder apart. You had to shim it open. So we got the cylinder apart, and by sight reading the key, we were able to make a perfect key for that. So this key, in theory, was to operate the rest of these locks, and as it does, just like that, it works. It's beautiful. So customer now has a set of keys for operating all these master padlocks, just like that. And there it is. Now, what we have to do now, since we sacrificed that piece, we can get another one of these, which I happen to have, and we're going to go ahead and put it back together. So we'll have all 4 padlocks, all keyed the same, back in action, ready to go. So there it is, Mr. Sunshine. If you have any of these type of padlocks, if you're only going to do one, it's really not worth it for the time involved. But if you're going to have 4 of them, you need keys, you can go ahead and take one apart, and so it'll fit the rest of them. At least it's not a dead deal all the way across the board. So there it is, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy. Rose Lawless. Well, let me tell you something, Rose. What you're looking at right here, all right? When I'm sitting there with this, and I'm sitting there with this. You understand what I'm talking about, Rose? Whether we're talking about this padlock, whether we're talking about a doorknob, a deadbolt, a cylinder American, or your chastity belt. All right? If we're talking your chastity belt, Rose, you don't have to worry, my dear, because a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and that baby is going to pop open just like that. You understand, Rose? So if you think that chastity belt that you got on is safe and sound and going to protect you, well, I got news for you, Rose. All right? You got Mr. Sunshine here. Now, you know, Rose, I've been working a lot. You see what I'm doing each and every day. Tomorrow, I got another bank to do. I got to go do 2 houses, one in a mansion in a gated community, another mansion in Palm Beach. So, you know, Rose, when I get the opportunity to be able to get out of here and go to Taboo or go to the Chesterfield or go to the Leopard Lounge or go to the Penthouse Pool Party, you can be rest assured while you're sitting there as plain as day, Rose, this is going to be in and out. Ping! Yes. And you know what, Rose? I'm going to bring some of this. We're going to lube it up real good if you follow what I'm talking about, Rose. WD-40, a tension wrench, whether we're using a double-sided one or a single-sided one, Rose, and I'm going to use my diamond. You understand, Rose? The diamond in the rough. The diamond for Mr. Sunshine. Woo, Locksmith Eddy. So whether we're talking banks, whether we're talking about mansions, automobiles, Rolls Royce, or chastity belts, you can be rest assured it's going to be a done deal. So there it is. I'm going to throw this thing back together, and things are going to be taking place. So pick up that phone, 561-693-8636. Coming to you live, the Chastity Belt Unlocker Live. Right. As a matter of fact, here's my new bag. This is my bag that carries my tools. You understand? There's the tool bag for Mr. Sunshine. So if you know a locksmith out there and you say, hey, you got your Louis bag with all your tools in it, they're going to say, what are you talking about? Well, there's the separation of Mr. Sunshine and the rest of the world, serving it up right here. So there it is. Read it. Learn to live with it. There it is. Tuxedo Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy, 561-693-8636, coming to you live right here, right now, in sunny South Florida. Thank you for watching.